I just outed my ex-husband as gay to his homophobic mother because she wouldn't leave me alone. Am I the asshole? It's a long and sucky story, but my 25 female, soon-to-be ex-28 male, is gay and hid that from me. Rough. I found out because I caught him cheating, and he, as much as admitted that he knew he wasn't attracted to me that way, but he wanted kids and a quote-unquote normal life. I don't care that he's gay, but I will never forgive him for leading me on so he could use me to have kids. The problem is that his family are fundamentalist nut jobs, except for a few members, and his mother is the interfering mother-in-law from hell.
This is just too classic.
His family doesn't believe in divorce, so under the guise of picking up some paperwork and other items, I had found that were my exes, she cornered me about how I'm being childish and marriage is about commitment, forgiveness, and working through problems. Honey, I don't know about this problem. There's a problem that sticks.
Yeah, it's really sticky.
There's a problem that's him sticking it to other hymns.
Exactly.
It became apparent that my ex didn't tell his family that he cheated. He told his mom that I was divorcing him because we weren't having sex often enough for me. Dick.
Literally, actually.
Yeah.
2 dicks worth.
I tried to be patient and explained that he had cheated and that's why. I wasn't going to go into greater detail because I know how his parents are and it's none of their business, which honestly, really nice of OP.
Totally fair.
Mother-in-law's advice, I kid you not, was that men are just that way. And if I wanted to have sex more and for him not to stray, I should have made myself more attractive to my husband and be a better wife. She's asking for the truth. She's asking for the truth she don't want to hear.
You can't handle the truth.
I lost the plot completely. It had been a sad and hard day already, and that was the final straw. Here's where I may have been the asshole. I told her that the only thing that would make me more attractive to my ex would be a sex change. And that I hoped he and his boyfriend adopted her grandchild so she could finally shut the hell up about it. Not my finest moment, but she just hit the worst and rawest nerve that she could have, and
Everybody loses here.
It's evidently turned into a huge family drama. He's probably going to be disowned. Oh, fuck. And my ex called sobbing that I've ruined his life out of spite. I don't really know how to feel about it. I do feel bad for him that his parents are such awful people and there were just no good outcomes for him. But I also feel like he made his own bed here too. And there is an update. But what do you think?
Wow.
Do you think OP made an a-hole move by revealing the truth?
So I want to hear what everyone else thinks. I think this is a very difficult one, honestly. But I think that it was an a-hole move. But the thing is, like, I feel like his a-hole meter pumped up so much and he put so much on the wife who had the intention of not revealing that he was gay, right?
Exactly. And he took no responsibility. Not only did he not come out to his family, which understandable why he didn't.
Yes.
But he said that
it was basically
he didn't say
the
that he cheated.
He said it was basically the wife's fault.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the update. So I finally gotten radio silence from my ex's immediate family after the incident with the mother-in-law. So there's a relief. I work at the same place with a couple of his extended family members, so I still have to see them, but they haven't brought it up. They all know to contact me through my lawyer now, and everything big that belongs to my ex has been passed on already. So anything else can be forwarded through the legal office now. I shouldn't have had to interact with them, but it's hard to avoid people forever in a small town. Small town life, dude.
Small town, and she works with the family? That sucks.
Yeah. My ex tried to break into the house the day that I posted the story while I was at work, and I pressed charges. I don't know how that's going to shake out or why he's doing this when it can only get him in worse trouble, but I'm letting my lawyer and the police handle it, and I'm staying with my parents for a little while until I feel safer. Damn, OP, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
It sucks. I don't know what's happened between him and his family, and I don't want to try and find out. My ex and I guess his family before the fight with mother-in-law spread rumors about me, and it's made living here very hard. Damn. It's a smallish community and people treat me differently now. The local stake president, who's like a guy that is a volunteer for like the leader of churches or whatever, has been kind, and after being told about the cheating, no mention of orientation, said he would try to help with the rumors. I don't want to leave the area, but I'm thinking that I may need to, at least for a while after the legal stuff is over. My lawyer and I have decided to go for annulment, since that will take less time and be harder to fight in this case. Hopefully the ex won't contest it. I'm glad that we never combined finances. There won't be too many joint assets to sort out. I will be okay financially still. This could have been much worse if I was a stay-at-home mom or something. I'm going to start therapy soon. I was thinking about it anyway, even before this all came out, because I've been feeling depressed over how things were working in my marriage for a while. I don't want to lose any more of myself and my time than I already already have. And I hope one day I'll feel good enough to start dating again. Right now, I don't know. Even thinking about it hurts.
My goodness.
So, Johnny boy, Johnny Bahama.
Sammy.
What do you think OP should do? Is she kind of trucking forward in the right way? Is going no contact with the family and the ex the right thing to do here? What would you guys do? Would you go no contact with the family and the ex? Put your answers in the comments immediately. But John, with this update, what are you thinking?
Yeah. And also, I would love to see, I know we've actually had some breakup stories from people who watch, like kind of sharing advice. I would love if you guys have any advice on like any sort of like big breakups like this that you've gone through. I think that'd be very helpful for the community. But yeah, I think that OP is doing all the right things in terms of like, all right, let's leave it to the lawyer. If anything happens, call the police. Like literally just basically have the intermediary handle it and not get involved, because like she said, like just dealing with people directly just gets messy and like all these other things.
And it's emotionally taxing too.
It's emotionally taxing. And like, I imagine too, like dealing with it legally, that will help her from accidentally like slipping up and giving them to like something countersue, whatever. I think what OP mentioned in terms of moving to a new hometown is great, because I think about like, okay, what is your overall quality of life? You're going to be stuck with the small town people, all the people rumoring about you, the family, the family you work with. I have to imagine that your quality of life can only improve by moving.
You leave. Yeah. But it's hard to leave, a small town.
It sucks. But
it might be better.
It's kind of like the lesser of two evil type situation.
Yeah. So maybe OP time to go on Zillow, look at some new apartments.
There you go. Maybe come to Bali.
Maybe come to Bali. Bali's cheap, man.
Yeah.
But you know what's never cheap?
Tell me.
The price of this new story.
That's
and
right.
That price is your time, which you will never get back.
No, let's steal it. Let's get into it. I lost $146,000 playing poker, but I think I can win it back. That's always a smart idea. I've been living alone in a new city for a little more than a year. I literally don't know anyone here except for my work folks, who I don't interact with except for work. With not much to do during my downtime, I got into the best hobby you can do: online poker. The best way to spend free time. I have a decent job where I make around $100K a year, and where I stay, this puts me in the top 10% of earners. But over the last 7 months, I've managed to lose $146,000 playing poker.
146.
I primarily played PLO6. I started with buy-ins of $100, but then I soon moved to $500 and then $5,000.
Why were you moving up if you were losing?
Big home go.
Oh my God.
The only path. I was losing often, but only after I would run up insane scores. Similar every other day, I would load up for 5K, run it up to 30K, as in gain 30,000, but then proceed to lose it all. And then buy back 6 more times. Oh my God. I kept it mostly in balance with a couple of big cash outs, getting up from the table with, let's say, a $70,000 profit, only because everyone else left.
I mean, but that's gambling for you, right? Like sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. You get addicted to the highs.
And you literally can't control. But I was a consistent loser, losing on average 20K to 30K per month.
Dog, what are you doing?
Oh my God, my entire salary would go into this, other than rent or food. The last week or so of every month, I would be counting my dollars to make sure I had enough to make it through. And then it happened.
What? Did he win? He won.
I lost my balance completely.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I had a month where I lost over $50,000. I blew through my savings, took an advance from work, and then I blew through that too.
Oh man, I really thought it was going to be a fairy tale ending.
You're just going to come right back up.
No, he got
Our hero rises from the ashes. Yeah, absolutely not.
Who saw it coming?
Who could have predicted this? As of today, I'm down $146,000.
Oh,
with $12,000 in debt and about $200 to my name to last through the month.
Dude, what are you doing?
I don't have enough for rent this month, and I really don't know how I'm going to figure this out.
All right, can I give you step one? Can I give you step one?
Step one.
Fucking destroy your computer.
Yes.
Destroy it. Delete your fucking poker shit. Block all poker websites. Just don't go online, man.
No, stop. You
go
have to stop.
on a retreat.
Yeah. To Bali. I am respected at work and seen as someone who is highly logical, analytical.
You shouldn't be respected anywhere.
Ooh. What they don't know is that I'm also a degenerate gambler. I'm sure I'll get through this. I have to, and I have to rebuild, but I just needed to put this down and share it with someone, even if it is just words in an empty sub. Take care, guys. Loneliness is a hell of a thing.
Oh my God.
Well,
150K.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing is like, you have to do whatever you have to do to stop gambling, I feel like, right? Like,
No.
completely cut it.
Or maybe OP's luck is about to turn around. OP, you got two options.
Yes.
One, destroy your computer. Lame. I mean, that's like the obvious thing to do. Two, double or nothing, baby. Double or fucking nothing. Take a loan from the mafia. You know, put your kneecaps on the line, put your car on the line. Maybe like steal from your grandma or something, right?
She doesn't need it.
You put in 5K.
Yep.
You could be up 140K by the day's end. Bam, money back. And then why stop there?
And then why stop?
Why stop there? You could be up 300K. Keep going. Never stop.
In all seriousness, I feel like he should find like a gambling addiction like recovery center or like some sort of program, because
that's where the best gamblers are. You can get tips to
that. Low-key probably is where the best no, actually this is where the worst are, because they've lost all their money and now they need to stop.
But maybe they have little pieces of information you could take, compile together, create a new strategy.
But like also I feel like that'll solve. I feel like this was just bred out of like loneliness and boredom. Like he literally had nothing to do.
Get a girlfriend, dude.
All this free time. Get a girlfriend.
We're
not looking at our producer Riley.
Oh, speaking of girlfriends, my Australian Bali girlfriend is maybe coming back.
See, remember how sad he was just a few episodes ago?
But literally an hour after we recorded, she texted me saying that she had something come up and changed her flights to stay in Bali. Totally not because of me.
Something happened, you know.
Something happened.
We've gambled on this story, but I think we should put it all on the line
for another one
with the next one.
Let's do it. My wife lost $25,000 in a scam, and I'm furious beyond belief. She's now depressed, but I kind of don't care. Am I the asshole for calling her a fucking idiot scumbag? I added that last bit. But.
Nice. Yeah. Throw a little sauce on it. It was a little dry. We needed a little sauce.
Yeah. My male 33, wife, female 27, of 8 years fell victim to a scam in which she sent roughly $25,000 to a scammer who promised to transfer $10 million to her so that she could help people in Africa.
She thought
she was going to help the Africans. She was going to give a belly full of rice to every African in Africa.
You are a fucking idiot, actually.
So it was well-intentioned bullshit, but she did not seek my counsel initially. After she sent $6,000, she then approached me and I pointed out the red flags in her story. She prayed about it and felt God told her it was the right thing to do.
No, honey, no.
OP's girlfriend, help those African children. Bro, she don't know how God works. That's not how God works. That's not how God works. Right? Is that how God works?
Not from what I've seen.
Boom.
Oh, bam.
Certified.
Riley's from a
certified.
small religious town. He knows his God shit. He's got the God a lot, baby.
Yep.
This became a point of contention in our marriage for the past 3 months. She opened and maxed out 2 credit cards and kept it from me. She never lied about it when I asked her, but she certainly avoided telling the truth. This bled into our normal lives as well. She used to call and text me about her days and things she has questions about. Now she's withdrawn with me, except for the day-to-day items needed to keep the family running. I feel similar to have been cheated on, just more of a financial affair.
I mean, it is such a betrayal of trust, and like she keeps doing it.
I know. She's like,
what
just let me give like another $1,000. I swear the 10 million is coming. I obviously have trust issues when it comes to money with her. I've opened separate accounts and taken her name off my credit cards. There isn't anything left in our savings, including our emergency savings. I've cut my spending back tremendously. I used to eat out twice a week and bring food from home the other 3 days. I now only bring food from home. I haven't bought a new video game in the last 3 months. This has impacted my life and has limited what I can do. The man can no longer game.
It's basically
the wife has taken away our boy's gaming.
Like he cannot like enjoy his life
I know.
with the money that he has earned.
I know.
And with
the money that he has earned.
This one got my blood boiling.
I know.
So.
It's kind of annoying, dude.
Yeah.
I understand that she is who I married and I have no interest in divorce. I accept this hardship that she brought upon us. I just want to move beyond this and grow back together. This brings me to the point that I'm writing for advice about. This is not even what he's writing to advice about. She told the scammer that she isn't sending any more money. They are still in communication, but the scam is starting to fall apart. My wife is becoming more and more depressed as it does. She says this gave her a lot of purpose in her life. I want to comfort her and do whatever I can to do to bring her out of depression. I know that time will be my best friend, but I know that I can do things to help. But I am still angry at her for spending our entire savings and racking up credit card debt. How can I comfort her without condoning her actions? I think that's
Here
it.
we are.
I think that's
We're
the end of the episode.
guys.
Should I update them on my
Let's give a quick Sam's Love Chronicle
Love
to
Chronicles
close it out.
update?
Yeah.
So
Nice and tight.
this girl that I met on the beach, we went on this amazing first date. We had this thing where we only could have one drink at every bar. And so we bar hopped all around. She came back here. We swam, other things. And then we hung out like every day. And then she's like, hey, I'm leaving to go other places in Bali. And then I'm going back to Australia. And I was super sad. And then like a few hours later, literally a few hours after I record the podcast, she says,
quote,
did you have fun recording today? I'm like, yeah, it went well. I was simping about you on the pod. How's the friends? She's like, I don't know what you could have said, but bless you, I guess, because she loves me. And then she said, guess what? And I said, you're pregnant.
oh my God.
And then she said, yes, lucky you have dual citizenship. And then I said, huge. If it's a boy, let's call him Kim Jong-un. And she said, I don't know if that's one of your best ideas. And I'm like, fine, let's call him Supreme Leader. That way it works for both a boy and a girl.
It's pretty good.
She says, I feel sorry for any woman you knock up if that's the real case. And then I said, I have a way with names. And then she said, guess what? I'm staying in Bali a little longer. I rang my gal who I was going to Birdsville with, and we had chats. And before I even said anything, she said to not bother coming back for it because the only track there from South Asia could get washed out and the flights are super expensive for me to come and possibly not go. So staying in Bali longer.
Wow. Okay. So she basically is staying in Bali longer.
She's staying in Bali longer.
So where's she right now? And
She's
why is she not
with her friends. She's going to be back in a few days.
Got it.
And so she said she's back in Canggu, which is where I am, the 27th. Today is close to the 27th.
That is true.
So she's coming back soon.
The clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. I'm excited.
We will update you when she comes back. There you go. Updates coming. See you on the next one.